Bitcoin, we start with forward chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to our analysis, since the price was within this correction, we mentioned the best things is we want to see the price break the lowest price of this correction. That's why we mentioned we can expect the price drop to 43, following by following by 39K. As you can see, the price broke the 43. It couldn't tag the 39, almost near to what we expected, because we mentioned since we get the drop here as a sharp move following by correction, the possibility for the next is very high. That's why I was keep highlighting. We prefer to get one more drop. This is what we expected. And with the breakout of the previous low following by divergence based on forward on 1 hour chart, then from there we can look for the reversal as a long term. Anyway, we start with higher time frame as what we expected. Again, as what we expected, the price broke the lowest price of this correction. And even when the price was within here, we have been looking for the buy as a reversal. This is what we get. Since the price couldn't break this correction, this is where we mentioned we can look for the next drop. This is what we get. All right. And as we can see, the price tagged the lowest price of the previous correction, but there was no breakout. No one see what's the next. Because if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned we're looking for buy as a reversal as a long term. This is what we are looking for. That's why I mentioned if we get any opportunity for buy as a reversal as a long term, we will take it. And we're looking to see the breakout of the 67,500. All right, because with the breakout of the 67,500, we can look for 74 following by 81K as a long-term targets. Okay, but right now the only thing is we want to see whether we can look for the reversal or not. First, if we refer to the indicators, if we put this low relative to the previous one, and if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence, and as well the here, because this is what we have been looking for. Because when the price was within this correction, we mentioned for the with the next drop, we can expect to see the divergence, and this is what we have it. All right, and that's why if we get any opportunity for buy as a reversal, we'll take it. But right now we're looking at this. Okay, we want to see whether we can look for the next reversal, whether we can go call this one ABC as a 3 waves. Technically, we cannot put this one in relative to this. Okay, by the way, since we have a divergence, we want to see whether we can call this one ABC. If yes, then we can look for the reversal. This is what we are looking for, and this is what we are interested. But we prefer to see the reversal without the breakout of the previous low. Okay, but beside that, we can expect this one reverse as a corrective and this one turn to flat for the next drop. We don't like this option, because if we get this option, mostly we can expect to see the breakout of the previous low. In that case, we can expect even the price drop to somewhere around 29 or 30K. Because if we move to weekly chart, how about if this is the flat? In that case, we can expect the price, the lowest price of this one. But the possibility for that one, we are not really interested to look for that, because we're looking for the running flat. Anyway, we should be aware about that option. And for us at this point, if we get any opportunity for buy, we'll take it as a reversal. But we should know that if the price reverses as a corrective and relative to this, what we can expect. All right, to make it very simple, we're looking for buy. The only thing is we want to see how we can look at this one. All right, and at this point, we don't see any trade setup either for buy or sell based on daily chart. And if I move to forward chart, and even based on forward chart, we don't see any trade setup. The only thing is if we refer to the indicators, we see in the long term, we have the divergence is losing the momentum, and as well here. That's why we want to see if we get any opportunity for buy from this correction, we will take it. Then how we can look at this correction? Okay, first things, if we want to look for buy, we have to see the breakout of the stop to confirm we are out of this correction. And beside that, we can put this one in relative to any of this for the next drop. Even we can expect this one turn to a extension like a channel before we see the reversal. If the price start to drop similar to what I draw here as a channeling, it can give us better confirmation for the reversal, because within that one, we can look for the divergence as well. Okay, at this point, if we want to look for buy, we have to look for this one. If we get a deeper correction from here, it's not a really good trade, but if we get opportunity for buy, we'll take it. If we get a continuation following by breakout of the previous stop, we can keep the trade. If not, we shouldn't keep the trade and we should take out the trade. And even if anyone, I mean, at this point, we don't have any trade setup either for buy, sell. If we get the deeper correction, we can look for buy. And if the price drop following by sharp move flag, this is where we can look for the short-term sell. But if you want to look for buy, we prefer to get the one more drop, then we look for the reversal from there, rather than buying at the top, because we don't want to buy at the top of the correction. Anyway, at this point, we don't see any trade setup. We're looking at this correction. If we get any opportunity for buy, we'll take it. And we mentioned what's the next, and even we can expect the one turn to channel. And even if we move to 1 hour chart, similar explanation. We cannot call this one as a trade setup, because if we want to look for buy from here, the only option is to put our entry above the top, and with the breakout of the previous top, that means we have to look for the reversal as a short move, and with the breakout of the previous top, we have to move our stop loss to break even. I won't call this one. I will not call this one as a trade setup because it's very risky. That's why if you want to look for buy, I prefer this one turn to deeper correction. Then from there, we look for trade. Okay. And that means we don't have the trade setup for buy at this point. And even if we get the drop following by flag, this is where we can look for sell May, similar to what we get here. All right. But the best thing is if we get the next drop, then we buy at the lowest price of this correction. This is the best we can look for. By the way, we don't have any trade setup either for buy or sell. The only thing is we want to see if we get any opportunity for buy, we will take it, because we're looking for buy as a reversal as a long term. But as I mentioned, we have to wait for the trade for the opportunity. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.